What's up guys, this is Musick and welcome back to the Musick channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Ibanez JS2GD, which is Joe Satriani's latest signature guitar, the Goldboy. Now before we get started, this isn't necessarily a review or a demo. It is kind of my first impressions and reactions to the guitar because it basically just got here. I think this guitar was announced in like June or July of last year, and it's taken over a year for this guitar to get here. I think I was initially expecting the guitar around December of last year, and then it got delayed, and it got delayed, and it got delayed. But what's actually pretty funny about the last delay is that it was going to get pushed back to, I think, roughly fall or winter of this year. And then out of the blue, it just was in stock. And now I've got it. So yeah, man, let's talk about this insane guitar now that it's here. This is one of the most stunning looking guitars I've ever seen, and definitely the most insane guitar that I own. And not just because the guitar is really shiny, because I do like shiny, me like shiny, and that's actually probably a big reason why I got it, but also because of the tonal capabilities, because of the really unique pickup system on this guitar. But seriously, dude, can we just take a minute to appreciate some B-roll footage of this guitar's finish? I've gotta be honest, it's really hard to film this thing and not somehow accidentally record yourself in the reflection of the guitar. That was quite literally the most difficult part of filming this video. Also, I just realized I forgot to take off the plastic from the bridge pickup. Don't worry, it's gone now. But seriously, I didn't buy this guitar just so I could unlock gold camo for guitar. The most unique aspect of this guitar really is the pickup system. Simply just going to the Ibanez website and looking at the switching system for the pickups for this guitar is just bonkers.
The numbers, basically. What do they mean?
When I first saw this, I genuinely had no idea what I was looking at. The best way that I could describe looking at this diagram for the first time is that it's almost like looking at a ridiculously over-the-top algebra equation that you just don't understand at first, but you know, when you start to take some more time and really focus on it and try to understand it, then it really does make sense. And it's really not as complicated. So what makes this guitar's pickup selection very different from typical guitars is that instead of having like a 3 or 5-way pickup selector, with this guitar, we now have full control of whether or not we can fully turn the pickups off or on. So if we have all 3 of these in the off position, we actually will get no sound from the guitar, which can effectively be used as a kill switch if you want to use it for that. But if you push all 3 of these down, then you have now actively engaged all 3 pickups at the same time, which looks like this on the diagram. And if you look at the specs for the JS2GD, the neck and middle pickup are both DiMarzio Satch pickups, while the bridge pickup for this guitar is a DiMarzio Fred. So crazily enough, we actually have a triple humbucker guitar right here, which is kind of unusual for Satriani. But what's really nice about the DiMarzio Fred bridge pickup is that you can activate the coil tap by lifting up on the tone pot for this guitar. And if you lift up on the volume control as well, you have now engaged a high pass filter. But to be perfectly honest, the tone pot is probably going to have the biggest impact on the sound because it will split the coils instead of fully engaging the humbucker. Which again, if you refer to the diagram, that's the difference between having the tone pot pushed down or having it pulled up. Now, even though I'm taking the time to explain this now, this is still a pretty complicated system, and I might actually make an entire video dedicated to just breaking down the system and also just having a demo of all of the different tones and sounds you can get from this insane pickup system. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if this is the first guitar to have a system like this. I would imagine that it probably isn't, but if it is, that's pretty insane. Aside from this guitar just being completely gold and just looking insane, it also gives you complete control over the tone of the guitar and which pickups are being activated and which ones are not. This guitar is truly ridiculous, and I love it. Now, truth be told, when this guitar was first announced at NAMM in 2022, I basically reacted like a pigeon or like a shiny hunter in Pokemon. I was like, this thing's shiny, I need it. But now that I finally have the guitar in my hands and I can play the guitar, I can say with certainty that this guitar will offer so many different ranges of tones simply because of this unique pickup system. It is crazy. Also, a nice little detail on here is that the frets themselves are actually gold. Every aspect of this guitar is just so beautiful. Now, one thing I am gonna have to look out for is how to actually properly care for this, because I don't plan to just, you know, tuck this guitar away and have it be like a collector's guitar, which I'm not opposed to, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But for me personally, I do want to play and enjoy this guitar to the fullest, and I do want to make sure that I take care of the finish properly. I think by this point, it was months ago that I did a video on an old Gem Bad Horsey guitar. I was talking about properly taking care of and maintaining that instrument as well, and I think I might be able to use the same kind of polish cleaner to really, you know, buff out the guitar, because that is one of the major drawbacks of having a finish like this, is that it gets dirty really quickly, and it is very noticeable. Dust, fingerprints, oil, all that kind of stuff shows very easily on a finish like this, and you do have to take really good care of it. You also want to be very careful with the finish of a guitar like this because it dings and scratches so easily. And I think the biggest thing for me is that I don't want the finish to degrade quickly. I want it to stay as nice as possible. As far as it goes for other unique features for this guitar, one thing that is very different is that this is a 22 fret guitar. It doesn't have 24 frets, which a lot of the recent Satriani signature models do have. We still have the 25.5-inch scale length, so that hasn't really changed. And I think overall, you can really feel the difference and the spacing on the higher frets as opposed to down here. Now, it's just my personal preference, but I do like having 24 frets on a guitar, but I will make the exception for this one. I don't mind the 22 frets. It's the same thing with the JS Rainforest guitar that I have. I think it was the older JS models, like the JS1 and the JS2, that actually also had 22 frets. So this guitar is actually kind of a blend of the older style Satriani guitars, while still maintaining a lot of the modern aspects of his recent signatures. But yeah, man, that's basically it for the Ibanez JS2GD Goldboy. That's a mouthful. I think I'm just gonna call it the Goldboy going forward. This is hands down, without a doubt, one of the most insane guitars that I currently own now. So far, I've been having a blast playing it, and I'm gonna continue to do that. If you guys do want to see an in-depth video breaking down the different tones of this guitar, definitely let me know. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my first impressions and reactions of the brand new Ibanez Goldboy guitar. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more stuff on the music channel, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and hopefully I'll have some more content coming out soon instead of still taking months to make new stuff. And remember,